Welcome to Mastering Astral Projection Day 8. Now we're in week 2. Hope you're making a lot of progress. Remember to do your journal entries. A lot of change in this week too. So just keep applying everything that you've learned. The body wave generator is optional for week 2. If you want to use it, it's in another video under Adonai Zadik. Remember to have your pen and your notebook ready by your bed to write down your key words from your dream last night. I seek to explore higher levels of consciousness. I communicate this desire to all levels of my mind and body. I attract the energies and influences that convert this desire into reality. Okay, this is the progressive muscle relaxation portion. So progressive muscle relaxation is exercise that relaxes your mind and body by progressively tensing and relaxation muscle groups throughout your entire body. You will tense each muscle group vigorously, but without straining, then suddenly release the tension and feel the muscle relax. You will tense each muscle for about 5 seconds. If you have any pain or discomfort at any of the targeted muscle groups, feel free to omit that step. Throughout the exercise, you may visualize the muscles tensing as a wave of relaxation flowing over them. As you release that tension, it is important that you keep breathing throughout the exercise. Now let's begin. Begin by finding a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down in a location you will not be interrupted. Allow your attention to focus only on your body. If you begin to notice your mind wandering, bring it back to the muscle you are working on. Take a deep breath through your abdomen. Hold on for a few seconds and exhale slowly. Again, as you breathe, notice your stomach rising and your lungs filling with air. As you exhale, imagine the tension in your body being released and flowing out of your body. And again, inhale and exhale. Feel your body already relaxing. As you go through each step, remember to keep breathing. Now let's begin. Tighten the muscles in your forehead by raising your eyebrows as high as you can. Hold for about 5 seconds. And abruptly release, feeling that tension fall away. And pause for about 10 seconds. Next, tighten your eye muscles by squinting your eyelids tightly shut. Hold for about 5 seconds and release. I'm going to pause for about 10 seconds. All right, gently pull your head back as if to look at the ceiling. Hold for about 5 seconds. Now release, feeling the tension melting away. We're going to pause for another 10 seconds. Now feel the weight of your relaxed head and neck sink. Breathe in and out. In and out. Let go of all the stress. In and out. Now tightly, but without straining, clench your fist and hold this position until I say stop. Hold for about 5 seconds. And release. Now we're going to pause for about 10 seconds. Now flex your biceps. Feel the buildup of tension. You may even visualize that muscle tightening. Hold that for about 5 seconds. And release. Enjoying the feeling of limpness. Breathe in and out. Now tighten your triceps by extending your arms out and locking your elbows. Hold this for about 5 seconds. And release. We're going to pause again for 10 seconds. Now lift your shoulders up as if they could touch the ears. Hold for about 5 seconds. And quickly release, feeling their heaviness. Pause for about 10 seconds. Now tense your upper back by pulling your shoulders back, trying to make your shoulder blades touch. And hold that for 5 seconds. And release. We're going to pause again for 10 seconds. Now tighten your chest by taking a deep breath in, hold for about 5 seconds. And exhale, blowing out all the tension. Now tighten your muscles in your stomach by sucking in, hold for about 5 seconds. And release. And we're going to pause for about 10 seconds. Okay, gently arch your lower back. Hold for about 5 seconds. And relax. We're going to pause again for 10 seconds. Feel the limpness in your upper body, letting go of the tension and stress. Hold for about 5 seconds. And relax. All right, tighten your buttocks and hold for 5 seconds. Release and imagine your hips falling loose. I'm going to pause for about 10 seconds. Now tighten your thighs by pressing your knees together as if you were holding a penny between them. Hold for about 5 seconds. And release. Pause for about 10 seconds. Now flex your feet, pulling your toes towards you and feeling the tension in your calves. Hold for about 5 seconds. And relax. And feel the weight of your legs sinking down. Pause for about 10 seconds. Curve your toes under, tensing your feet. Hold for about 5 seconds. And release. Pause for about 10 seconds. Now imagine a wave of relaxation slowly spreading throughout your body, beginning at your head and going all the way down to your feet. Feel the weight of your relaxed body. Breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. And we're done with this portion. Breath work, deepening breath. This will be about 5 minutes. Take a long full body stretch and settle into your meditation space. Clear your mind and spend a minute observing your breathing. Now take 6 to 12 breaths, taking slightly deeper and fuller breaths each time. Don't strain your lungs. If you feel any strain, you are breathing too deeply. Take another 12 breaths, pausing normally in between them. Take another 6 to 12 breaths, gradually taking shallower breaths each time until your breathing returns to normal again. Spend another minute observing your breathing and then move on to the next exercise. Welcome to the energy body stimulation portion of this exercise. It's going to be 15 minutes. There's 7 steps and we'll take about 1 minute each step. All right, step 1. Use a wide brushing and sponging actions to stimulate all your toes. Then move on to the stirring and whole foot brushing awareness actions on the soles of your feet. Finish your feet off with a whole foot sponging action. Continue for about 60 seconds. Step 2. Continue the stimulation with legs, one at a time. Each leg sweep should take approximately 3 seconds for each pass. Up or down. Use a wide brushing action on the front of each leg. Scratch, rub, or stroke the whole leg pathway if it is required to help target and trace the pathway being worked upon. Move your awareness from the tips of your toes, over the top of your foot and ankle, up your shin to your knee, and and up to the top of your hip joint on the front of each leg. Brush your awareness steadily back and forth a dozen times or so each way. 60 seconds. Step 3. Repeat this on the back of each leg one at a time, from your heel to the rear of your hip joint, the top of the buttocks, and then back down again. Sitting in a chair will not interfere with this action. Perform this for 60 seconds also. Step 4. Repeat this on the outer sides of each leg, one at a time. Pay attention to taking energy from the smallest toe with this part of the exercise through the outer side of your foot to the heel, to the side of your ankle, up to the side of your knee, to the top of your outer hip joint, and then back down again. Do this for 60 seconds. Step 5. Repeat this on your inner legs, one at a time, from your big toe through the inner side of your foot to the inner side of your ankle to your inner knee, to your inner groin creases at the top of each leg, and then back down again. Do this for 60 seconds. Step 6. Raise the energy with the large swinging actions through the whole of each leg, filling all of your leg. Draw your awareness from your toes, through your ankle, up through your knee joint to your hip, and then back down through your whole leg again. Avoid the genitals, as stimulating this area can cause distracting erotic sensations. More on this later when we deal with the primary energy centers in week 4. I'll see you in 60 seconds. Step 7. Split your awareness and repeat step 6 on both legs simultaneously. 60 seconds. Daily tips. When learning leg actions, it helps if you put your feet out in front and place your legs side by side. This also makes split awareness actions much easier to learn and do. Later, when you practice the technique more, you'll be able to do whole leg actions in almost any position. In step 4, the small toe is important. It helps if you can spend a little time awareness brushing the side of each foot from small toe to heel before doing the outer leg exercise. If you can shift over to doing all split awareness actions, you will get more value from your daily exercises. You may already find that when you stimulate your foot or leg on one side of the body, the corresponding area of the other side starts responding automatically. This can be a little distracting, especially if the other side of the body is energized to a greater extent. than the one in which you're working. A simple way to alleviate this problem is to split awareness and from the very beginning stimulate both sides of the body simultaneously. Energy body bounce, legs, 5 minutes. Use sponging awareness actions up and down through the whole of one leg, from foot to hip, feeling it moving up and then down. As with earlier, the whole leg sponging exercise. Bounce from foot to hip and back repeatedly, faster than you did before. Your awareness is capable of lightning movements and of flicking from one body part to another instantly, but not so when moving through the substance of the energy body. Slowly increase the speed of the leg bounce action, and you will soon feel resistance. You will find there is a natural speed limit of approximately a third of a second each way. If you move faster than this, your awareness will lose contact with your energy body and start flicking from foot to hip to back, skipping a leg in between. Once this happens, you are no longer moving awareness through your energy body and hence no longer stimulating it. Continue bouncing for several minutes. quite pleasant sensation when you get used to it, and the bounce action quickly becomes almost automatic. Try, try splitting. The bounce action starts to become almost automatic after a while. The body's intelligence or the subconscious mind take over the bounce. You will find that when you stop a bounce action, it will try to continue on its own. Try this and you'll see what I mean. The longer you have been doing a bounce action, the more noticeable this becomes. This is a very useful phenomenon as it makes energy raising and storage easier. This was the day on which I began to really notice energy blockages in my own energy body. I found that when I began doing the leg energy bounce, the sensations in my right leg were a lot more pronounced than in my left leg. At first I thought this was a good thing, but then I noticed that my right foot would begin to tense up and the right foot's toes curl downward. Knowing that the body tensions like these make a conscious OB exit nearly impossible, I spent more time than usual on stimulating this leg to strengthen and clear the pathways. As you continue energy body stimulation, identify similar blockages in your own body and spend extra time stimulating and clearing them. All right, before moving on, this week you should have set up a private meditation workspace, practice and memorize all the steps necessary for deep physical relaxation. Learn to focus on your natural breathing process while quieting your mind with breath awareness. Learn stirring, brushing, and sponging awareness actions, stimulating the lower half of your body. Energy body stimulation, handwork, 10 minutes. Spread the fingers on your left hand and slightly use a brushing action on the top side of each finger from each fingertip to wrist for 30 seconds per finger or thumb. Turn your hand over and repeat step 1 on the underside. Use a wide brushing action to stimulate the back of your hand. Cover all fingers from the tips to a few inches above the wrist for 30 seconds or more per hand. Daily tips. The process for hand and finger stimulation is similar to that used in the feet. Some find it easier to do early finger and hand exercises by looking at each finger during stimulation. This is permissible, but please discontinue using your eyes for this purpose once each techniques are learned. After a while, anything from a few seconds to a few minutes during first attempt, you may start feeling localized heaviness, pressure, tingling, buzzing, or even bone deep tingling sensations inside your finger and joints. This may extend into more of your hand. The palms, like the soles, are particularly sensitive and can produce very strong tingling and tickling sensations. If these become too strong, rubbing your hands together, making fists, and or clapping helps ease the sensations. As with the first day of your toe work, you should stimulate each finger one at a time in the days that follow. You can stimulate all the fingers at the same time, especially if they all respond well. If some level of energy movement sensation becomes apparent, if you notice some energy blockages, you might spend a little extra time on the finger or thumb in question. When I first did my handwork, mild energy pulses spontaneously shot through my right thumb for several days. This disappeared with more energy work. Use a wide brushing action to brush the inside of each arm, from fingertips to armpit, back and forth. Continue for 1 minute or more on each arm. Brush the outside of each arm from fingertips to shoulder. Continue for 1 minute or more on each arm. Using a deep sponging action, sponge awareness through the whole of each arm from fingertips to shoulder. Continue for at least 2 minutes per arm. Split your awareness and sponge the whole of both arms simultaneously. Daily tips. Spend as much time as you need for body awareness exercises. The times given are suggestions only. If you spend more time practicing techniques that you are having problems with now, you won't become stalled later in the program. Take advantage of travel and waiting time to do extra body awareness practice. This can be done anywhere and anytime. If you find unresponsive blocked areas in your energy body, use sponging action and bouncing actions on them as you are falling asleep. Energy work carries on for some time after you fall asleep. If you fall asleep while doing it, this can be a great help in clearing energy blockages. And one thing to consider when you're making your daily or nightly program notes or observations is to jot down things that happen during the day that are particularly unusual. By this time in the program, I noticed that I started having more deja vu experiences, but it doesn't have to be anything mystical like that. Perhaps you'll find that you have more energy, or you sleep better, or you notice that you're growing more sensitive to energy movement in and around your body. Anything like this might be of significance later. Nighttime affirmation. My dream memory continues to develop. Scene after scene returns to me each time I awaken. The more I practice writing keywords, the more powerful and clear my dream memory becomes. What to expect in week 2. Energy body development. More body awareness exercises, arm energy bounce, spine energy bounce, full body energy bounce, multiple energy body model for OBE, the projection process, shadow memory download, more breath work, and optional is the brainwave generator.